Oh,
You're
wow.
right.
Pivoting back to the Clinks. Sure.
No surprise for... No.
Okay, hang on. The director is playing Clink.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
We're talking half a level at this point against Xiao Wei. 600 net worth ahead against him at this point. He's just gonna keep rolling. I don't really see Void Spirit making any move in this lane until level 6. And if Xiao Wei gets 6 before Tiny Gangs, I wonder if they can even kill. Well, they got the combo that time, so that's nice. So I know you play a lot of off lane. I don't know how much you've been playing the patch so far, but I'm wondering, like, this is the first, I want to say the first Centaur pick of the entire tournament. If not, it's only been picked like once before. What benefits do you see to this? They were talking about Skewer, or yeah, it's a counter to Skewer to have Stampede. Are you seeing any other major benefit here? As he's actually dead, by the way. So good combo. You look at all your heroes having a great time. Is Centaur, is that a, no way he has Dagger now, right? Surely. Oh my god, he has Hood Vanguard Blink minute 13 on Faith Beyond.
This boy's a beast, and he's going to go for the kill at bottom lane where they set up with the Winner's Curse into the stun and the big burst damage of the double edge. Nicely set up, man. That was beautiful.
That they don't mind this is a 4-kill game minute 15. I think they know the game status right now because they know how farmed their heroes are, and it should be impossible for Spirit to match. A little bit of a horsey jump into Blink. Ooh. Stampede.
You're still going to be able to catch up to him, though. Ame with a Blink Dagger and a Stampede. They're able to close that gap, and Collapse may not be able to get out unless he's going to turn around and use the RP. But if he does, he just means one less tool for Team Spirit to use later on.
We can remove them with this specific hero together with the Wyvern and just out-farm you. Like, it's 4 kills. They're 7k gold ahead. Like, they haven't killed Roche. It's just flat out
They're going to go
farm.
for the Omni Knight. At least they've got him, but maybe with the Omni Knight out of the equation, they can keep going. And the fact that it is such a low-kill game, the fact that it is so hard for them to be able to bring down a single hero on PSG LGD is just leaving them kind of wondering what's going on. At least they got the second support now. Jin Q, all right. Team Spirit beginning to get a little bit of momentum going on. They're picking up the pace. Top lane, though. Collapse does need to get out of here, though. He's going to try and skewer away from the Burning Barrage, but unfortunately for him, the Stampede is going to keep him in place long enough for Xiao Wei to deliver that final blow.
And I imagine you put this Aegis on Clinks? Sven? Sven. Okay. Yeah, what are you gonna do as Spirit now? You get the Axe on the Void. You get... He's queuing up Aether Lens on Mag. I don't... Oh, well, someone's dying.
Oh, they got him. Yeah, they got the Centaur Stomp this time before the attribute shift, and Xiao Wei, who does have a Blink Dagger, so if he blinks into the trees somewhere, he might just be able to survive, but if he sticks around too long, the Gleipnir, it's going to hold him there long enough maybe for the supports to catch up.
Yep.
Oh, Yules into a stomp. That's good enough. Yules, huh? On Faith Beyond? What do you think of that?
They can just play it stable, look for the safe and good fights. It's just good fight selection. They used the Stampede, didn't get what they wanted. Whatever, guys. Go back to farm, get our next move. Okay, this could be a big kill. Shall we?
This was really nice. Team Spirit, you can tell they know that like this is their time to fight. You know, they couldn't find any kills for the longest time. Now they've got this E-Blade. Now they've got Aghanim Scepter. Quelling Blade counters Bushwhack before, now even more so. 8-5, 11,000 net worth lead for PSG LGD, and they're going to get a pick off. But E-Blade does actually save Miposhka for a second here. Tries to use his ultimate. It's a short little hop away, but the cleave. Utoro presented him an option. They are going to be able to get the skewer back here. Maybe a toss as well, but no. Ame says, I see what you're doing here. Pops BKB, kills Mira before he could be tossed out.
What do you do here? Do you poke your nose in with Void Spirit, try to force a response, and then you E-Blade combo, and then you get RP? Do you think they have enough damage at some point? Like, you can get a skewer back. You can skewer back. Here are your choices. 4,000 health Centaur with Pipe. Yeah. Sven with Satanic Aegis. Or Clinks with Death Pact and 3,000 health. Who do you choose? Well, they found Centaur.
We're seeing it right now. Self-Yule's Faith Beyond is going to be saved by the Omni Knight. He's not going to die. He was totally by himself, and he's not even close to dying. Now Miposhka's going to die instead as that silence. Oh, not quite enough. Miposhka hidden in the side of the trees here. wants to go for a TP on maybe, but unable to do so. They do manage to catch the Winter Wyvern, a really nice burning barrage over the top of Collapse as they're looking to be able to move their way back into this tier 2. Nice toss back into the Omni Knight. That's an important kill. Keep him silent, get him killed. Nicely done by Mira, finding that opening, poking and prodding, skewering them back into the tier 2, into an RP. Underneath this tier 2, maybe they can kill this Clinks, but he's still so damn tanky. They need the help of Yutoro to get it, and they finally do get it done. Team Spirit,
all right.
No, they have to play a long team fight in order to kill these heroes back and forth, and they do so at first, but now, unfortunately, Mira did not expect LGD to come back in with just 3 heroes, but Ame is still the toughest kid in class.
So notice what Faith Beyond does here. He pipes before Yuling so that the damage he took from Avalanche here, he's still able to blink. Wait, yeah, so he blinks between the instances of the Avalanche, right? It's very good finesse here from Faith Beyond.
Oh, Yutoro farming up Ancients gets found by the full crew of PSG LGD.
It's easily 1 lane. This might be 2, even 3 lanes. Honestly, the Sven hits so damn hard. He hits for 400 without ulting. This is just Heavenly Grace and his base items. He's just going to go to town. Double heart on Centaur. Why not?
Yes,
give him a
228 strength. What is that damage-wise? 38% of 228. Go, Cinderin. It's a toss back
4.
onto Centaur, but where's the skill? Collapse? Oh no. He dropped his Blink Dagger. Something horrible happened there. He missed a skewer completely. Does manage to get the horn toss almost back into the fountain, to pull back a little bit farther and double heart. They won't be able to save you here, Faith Beyond. They get the kill. It cost them megas, but they did manage to bring the enemy team into the... Whoa, 1 shot! 1,600 damage crit coming from Ame. That kills the Hoodwink.
Disgusting. So,
yeah,
pick your poison.
He's played a little bit of Leshrac there as well.
That's true. Yeah, he has played other heroes in the tournament, but these are the ones that he would feel comfortable first picking. I don't know if they would first pick Lesh. All right,
yeah, that's
Faith
true.
Beyond took 500 damage. He gets tipped.
Maybe the tip will do a little bit of percentage-based damage somehow.
You know, he just got bursted by a morph. He's not like laughing, he's just like, funny. Oh, man. It must be funny to be immortal. Do you think humans would be immortal if they had 2 hearts?
No.
There's the toss.
Oh,
Full
toss
combo.
back into the skewer. Here it comes.
He's 10 feet out.
He didn't go for the RP. Maybe he wanted to save it for somebody else, but as it stands, they're going to need another combo like that from Mira and Collapse, and this time, hopefully, on the Clinks or the Sven, because right now they're doing all the damage. All right, they're going to go for it again. The Cold Embrace may have just killed Faith Beyond. They down him back. Oh, they do manage to kill the Winter Wyvern at the same time as Faith Beyond is slowly but surely being chunked down by the fountain. GA is going to be able to get him out again. Another toss is coming up soon. He's got a blink, and they've got another skewer. Can they get him? Toss him back into... Oh, missed skewer coming out from Collapse as he actually went for Ame instead. He's got the RP still. Another skewer in 1 second time. BKB, there it goes. He brings Ame back in. This time there's no GA. This time they buy, oh God, but he's got a Satanic. Don't let him hit you. Don't let him touch you. He heals too much. Ame back to full health and killing the enemy team inside of the fountain. GG is finally called by Team Spirit. As both teams, it seemed like, had some fun with that one.
I like Team Spirit playing target practice there in the end. They're just like, all right, guys, let's try to practice our combos for next game. And they like, honestly, some pretty flashy and fun spell combos there. But
I think I like PSG's draft a little bit more just for the idea. It's like you pick Luna, you force the Terrorblade, you go Darkseer. They have themselves like that nice clean timing. They're going to be more efficient in the farm.
I think more than anything, the most important thing for Bloodseeker is having good matchups. I think he's not really worthy of a pick unless there's a specifically really good reason. Oh, Faith Beyond might actually die bottom here. Yatoro and Poshka, they're going to surround him. First Blood going the way of Terrorblade. You love to see that if you're a Spirit fan. Getting Yatoro off to a good start has led to many a win. Now they're trying it again, but now the conditions are different because now the waves are meeting. So this time it's not even going to happen. They're going to shut it down in its tracks here. Nice Blood Right, though. This is good damage. Hex.
Yeah, they're doing a lot. Ame, he actually gets off the Fairy Fire. He does have a stick as well. Jin Q doesn't have any burst heal on him, and they're just going to keep on running at him. They have another Blood Right. They're going to land this one. Ame, he is just dead to the pure damage of the Blood Right. Collapse. Continue. It feels like maybe offlane Bloodseeker, at least for Team Spirit anyway. It seems to be back.
I wonder when Xiao 8 gets involved. So he obviously loves playing Pangolier, and this is the kind of game where I think he's actually very integral to the team in making even the more basic moves. The only hero who's really going to do anything aside from him is Clockwork. Your 5 is an IO.
Oh, they managed to catch Yutoro. Look at this, the vacuum back in. They have the damage to be able to kill potentially both of them. Unfortunately, Faith Beyond dies underneath the tower before he could chase down Maposhka. But still, trading themselves out for a carry that was pretty happy with his lane. Well worth it. Back over to the top lane, though. Ame getting low. They do manage to get the kill onto Mira first. Collapse is on his way. The Blood Ray is going to be a little off the mark. Ame is fast enough to get out of that one. A rotation that fails for Team Spirit. The first step out from Toronto, Tokyo.
Maposhka's going to solo Y. Very nicely done. He's going to get level 5 there on the Phoenix,
Zhao Wei, he's yet to move around. He's just content with farming away. Yutoro's at that point. Terrorblade, okay, he died once in lane. It's time to just go jungle. And Y is going to be watching him do so, and they're going to go for this kill. They do have Zhao Wei coming in, and he could jump inside if he wants to. Doesn't actually jump in, Rolling Thunder from a distance, and a vacuum in order to stop that Sunder. And he had actually leveled just in that occasion. Be like,
just get it done, move on with your life, and Zhao Wei's back to mid.
I like that. Move on with your life.
Ame's in trouble. No relocate.
Yeah, and they've got plenty of burst damage. Even if line isn't level 6, they have the Laguna Blade. Something that they're going to have to worry about later on for LGD. It was very much like a full-on statty sort of frontliner kind of build. So the only swerve is just that Rod of Atos, which we'll see how impactful it is. It's already managed to get the kill onto the Clockwork, and now maybe Zhao Wei is going to be caught inside of it as well. Set up for a free pickup on Toronto, Tokyo. Faith Beyond coming in from the other side. They do have Y with the hook shot, but there's still some heroes around here, especially with the Blood Right getting off. Collapse may die, but it's certainly going to cost Faith Beyond his life, and maybe a little bit more. Y getting back to the safety of Ame and Jinkyu. But Lincoln's, those are potential answers, but I think that if he does not hold the money for the shard, I think it's a big mistake. I think the shard is the mega counter to Bloodseeker, right? Because you can stop your own roll, and you can counter Blood Right. Pull back in, nice vacuum there with the wall, but at the same time, they are going to be able to chain up Yutoro, so Team Spirit going to lose on that left-hand side, but at the same time, Toronto Tokyo is now back into play. Relocate out just in time before they... Oh, no, he didn't relocate very far. He relocated just a half step upwards, and Collapse is ready to collect as they are going to swarm on in and make up for the loss of Yutoro in great, fantastic ways. That's going to be 4 kills for Team Spirit, a triple specifically for Toronto Tokyo. He is feeling good after what was a rough game 1.
Almost completing at bottom here is rotation coming in from PSG LGD. They're trying to find Maposhka. He has sidestep to the left though, and should be getting out. No, he's showing. Zhao is very far away.
He
dove into it.
That also wasn't the dive that Maposhka wanted. He does manage to get off the egg, but it's level 1, so it's quickly dispatched with cooked up. At the same time, though, Team Spirit are taking advantage. LGD, well aware of that, but maybe too slow to get there as the physical damage of Terrorblade knocks Roshan down pretty quickly. Faith Beyond, one last chance to get there, but is denied by Mira. No chance. Is making sure to block hooks just in case, even if it was up. They're still going to try and go for the fight afterwards. They've taken down the Aegis. The Sunder going off. Zhao Wei does have the Rupture on him as well, and they're going to relocate into the triangle, cutting off any retreat. At the same time, Toronto Tokyo TP away with a BKB. Just not good enough. A Crystallis hit, rather, from Ame is enough to kill the Lina just in time.
Team Spirit, a good split here at the top half. They have the vision advantage up there as well. It might be a Lion getting caught out here in just a sec by Pango. Xiaoit's going to see him. Back into nothing.
They manage to spot him, get the Lucent Beam on him before he can complete that TP. Back over to Mira, who does manage to get away.
From our perspective with what we see and what we know, there's a decent chance. But it is so all important that if Team Spirit make the move, they absolutely have to get the jump with the Bloodseeker getting a good rupture on Pango. I think if they don't find him, anyone they go on, the response is just overwhelming. It's a Clockwork hookshot, it's a vacuum combo, and it's the Pango. And here it is. They're going to open him. No rupture, though.
Let's get some base. Hook shot, a beautiful combo coming out. Yutoro's going to turn around and kill Y, but it saves Zhao Wei, certainly. And now Ame and Jinkyu are here up on the high ground. They're going to actually turn for this. The Sunder going out immediately, an Eclipse from Ame as he was scared for his life for a second. He actually choosing to go back in. Mira sees his opportunity to be able to get potentially the chain burst. Jinkyu trying to keep him alive, but it's not quite good enough. Jinkyu caught by the Rod of Atos as well. Collapse even throwing the Fey grenade to try and stop Faith Beyond from blinking away.
A bit of roll on the Terrorblade. It doesn't even need to be full duration, but just a couple of stuns with the roll up, killing off or significantly lowering the impact of the illusions. I think LGD have the solutions to Terrorblade the entire game. I don't think he reaches overwhelming point here. Nope. Let's see.
Dear. He should be able to still kill him.
Yeah,
Turned around, goes for the vacuum. Toro is definitely dead, though.
Oh! No way! No way! Oh my goodness.
That was insane. And now, I mean, they were hoping to be able to get the kill on a Terrorblade, but the potential of losing a fight as well. Okay, never mind. BKB, Toronto Tokyo is going to TP out as soon as they see all that heal. Why? Just shy of being able to catch at least Mira there. Oh. That was not the way things were supposed to go for LGD. Get picked there for a moment. And yeah, that was just like a smoke. Team Spirit were connecting to the Yotaro, but LGD was basically faster, right?
5K. Oh, they're going to try again.
Got the Scotty now. Oh, Joey turns around. Does manage. They have to keep him chain stunned here. They can't afford to let him get off the Manta or the Sunder. The potential for Staff, and he gets off the Sunder. Can he stay alive through this? Toronto Tokyo is going to try and help. Looks like the Luna's damage is too much, but similarly, Toronto Tokyo's damage is too much for Ame. Zhao Wade is going to fall inside of that Blood Right. Collapse finds an extra kill. Yep, it gets it. Sees the vision of why and allows Mira to be able to follow it.
Toronto Tokyo is just killing every once.
Yeah, it really does. I haven't seen if he's been getting the Blood Rage in team fights as well, but obviously that's really sick for Alina, right? Spell Amp and attack speed. Collapse. Uses his Rupture onto Zhao Wei. Zhao Wei not popping the roll up. May have just accepted death as it was. He didn't have a ton of LGD members around him.
Except the Roshan.
Still a free Roshan and a Shard.
Oh, wall.
Okay,
they're too late.
Throwing it down. Lion deals with it really well, though. See if they can find that opening. Mira with the Shard, which helps him in being able to deal with the Darkseer illusions, but he also got the 20 talent to restore some mana. So Toronto Tokyo, no lack of spell casting from him as they're going to go for the top lane. Here's the Rupture. They're going to go for the relocate out, but the Rod of Atos.
Oh, I think on the bash bottom.
Oh, it's going to be a trade-off. Pickup, but they can actually kill Yotaro, but a BKB, and without the damage of Ame, it's going to be a hard slog fighting through this. A vacuum, miss Swashbuckle as a result, but I still have him pretty well surrounded. He has a Manta, but no way out of this one. So at least they get the trade-off into 1 for 2, but still carry for carry. Toronto Tokyo, though, is certainly still large and in charge.
Right, and it looked like what LGD were going for there was a split setup where they wanted to jump Terrorblade bottom as soon as they forced a rotation top and then maybe relocate out, but Team Spirit were just too fast.
Yeah, collapse. Both the Blood Right and the Rod of Atos. Nice vacuum, but unfortunately, no wall and nothing else to follow it up. Zhao Wei receiving in on the Rupture here. Toronto Tokyo thinking about going for that. Maybe a little bit too far. Turns around, kills Y pretty quickly. They're just going to hold for now. Rupture now placed on Faith Beyond. He does have a Laguna Blade. He's going to Laguna Blade himself to try and beat down this offlaner, and will manage to do so. Supernova just before he hits the cogs and well positioned to make sure that PSG LGD are just in a losing position for this fight, just outside of their phone. Ame's back up in 5 seconds. Team Spirit got to make sure they don't overextend or overstay their welcome for too long. Looks like a full lane of barracks is pretty easy for them, though.
Just making things easy for the Lina, and you're definitely seeing the synergy. You even talked about the Blood Rage as well. Just allowing Toronto Tokyo to go to town. I love the fact that they had the confidence to give Zhao Wei arguably his best here. Oh, hook shot. Good Hex.
Nice counter. The Force Staff gets him far enough away that it pulls Y into a more dangerous position. They quickly get that kill. Zhao Wei with a buyback. Waiting. Okay, swashbuckling in. Yotaro's like, okay, we're going to take that. He pops the roll up and does allow him to slide away from Yotaro. But a blood-raged Terrorblade who cannot be challenged is unfortunately too much for LGD as they start backing away farther and farther. Okay, he does have a BKB when it comes back down, but he didn't get it off fast enough. Toronto Tokyo, he's going to have to turn around with a Satanic, try and keep himself alive for the right-click damage of Ame, but the Glaives are bouncing, and they finish him off just enough Team Spirit this time around. There was a couple of team fights inside of LGD's base, but the third one is the charm, it seems, for LGD to be able to push back the invaders. Even with the coach that they have in Xiao Wei playing that mid role.
It's too late to buy back
Team
now.
Spirit.
It's already gone.
Yes. You're totally right. They've
Indecisiveness.
got the glaives bouncing. It's way too hard to fight this.
Honestly, this is even better for LGD than just getting the lane for free. They also just got gifted a buyback. Are they going to push for the base? They're going to force more buybacks. They want this Lina to buy out. They're going to get it.
Going to jump in. He's already got the Hex onto Ame. Why? Missing out on the hook shot. Immediate BKB activated, but a relocate away. They managed to get Ame just before the damage could rain in to finish him off. They're going to get the stragglers that are left behind by PSG LGD. All right, sometimes the roll-up doesn't work so well.
You feel the pain in that roll. He's like trying to TP out while rolling away, and he's just taking an absolute beating from Lina as well as the Rupture. If Spirit don't end the game here and now, there's a huge moment of opportunity for LGD because there's no buyback on Lina and Bloodseeker, but this is a 5v3.
Team Spirit make that same read. They're going to go bypass the tier 3, go straight for the throat here. Faith Beyond just running a loop around his throne. These two have to create an opening for Ame to get in there and make use of this Divine Rapier he's picked up. Faith Beyond already dead, but he's going to buy back. The throne is dying fast. They need to get in there now. Yatoro is going to be able to finish up quickly. They get the initiation on the right-hand side while Ame is going for Yatoro, and he finishes him off. He managed to get the kill onto both of them. The glaives are just doing too much damage. This Divine Rapier may have just surprised Team Spirit. And now they're going to go for a buyback, and immediately they are all in committed. Faith Beyond a die back there. Ame in some trouble. Toronto Tokyo laying in the damage with the Blood Rage. Lina is just doing too much. They does manage to get the goal on the Bloodseeker, but it's Toronto Tokyo who will finish out the game before LGD has a chance to defend. We are going to a game 3.
Wow, what an explosive finish that was. That looked really scary for Team Spirit at one point as well when they lost their Terrorblade and Phoenix right off the bat, but both of them have buybacks. There's the travel. He connects back in, and they do get the job done.
It gets a couple of buffs, and then all of a sudden it's going to become a thing. And I think Venge is very close to being there. They gave a couple of small buffs to Swap recently. Xingqiu is very dead. And let's see how many other kills they get. Nope. PSG LGD, the rest of them quickly back away. They say, okay, you got us, Team Spirit. You got First Blood. I think Venge Core, super cool idea this game for PSG LGD. Somewhat the onus is on him to try and get the kill on the Clinks, and it's whether or not that actually can happen or not.
In the meantime, let's look a little bit at the other lanes. I think this bottom lane heavily favors Team Spirit. I think Troll Lion is just an absolute beast of a lane. You're playing against Venge Shaker, which is relatively weak. They are going to try to turn onto Miposhka here. They're going to regret that. That's an easy kill for the Troll. Fairy Fire will delay things a bit, but Yatoro's going to grab that one as well. And in the top lane, I think Mira and Collapse are going to hold their own. They did choose to put Hoodwink here instead of the Lion. I think this makes for a weaker lane. Oh, Xingqiu died as well. LGD are really hemorrhaging some kills here. That
back into the game again as we're going to definitely be keeping an eye on both the side lanes as Collapse and Mira.
Oh, Xingqiu
showing how aggressive they can be. Yep, Xingqiu, he's going to start moving around the map. Say, see you later, Faith Beyond. He's going to try and help set this up, looking for the Fissure, but finally gets the block off on a Collapse. Beautifully timed by Xingqiu. Honestly, I was getting a little nervous there. Meanwhile, Faith Beyond, no surprise, he's being run down in the bottom lane.
Honestly, looking at it, I think this is the best possible move on the map with the lanes that they've had. So it might look funny, and you might be like, what the hell, they're going as 4, but this was really good. What they managed to accomplish with this move.
It also gets Klink's out of the mid lane, which he may have died to Toronto Tokyo, who has a haste rune and instead going to try and use it. Top lane may not even need it, actually, just to get this double kill. Ame and Y both going to fall.
And on level 6, Troll is farming jungle and lane on level 8.5.
There is that slight added pressure, though, Synderin. You know, when this happens in a pub, you know what you say? You're like, all right, if we don't win this game, my carry, it's all on him. Because he got the freest lane, right? Which is just, you know... Nice kill onto Mira. Collapse is going to turn around and go for the Rupture right before the swap goes down. Faith Beyond, he's willing to take the damage and potentially give up his life to trade for any kill he can. Because after all, he kind of was turning into a support, so...
Kind of playing single player and just eating all the sweets right now, honestly. Just going to keep going here. Battle Fury coming
I'll
up.
tell Yutaro the same thing I told my carry yesterday. You'd be a really good WoW player. Really good PvE options here. As Ame is going to be found by the chain stuns of Miposhka and Collapse, and he straight up doesn't move for the longest time. Finally does try and doppelganger. At the same time, they kill the Batrider. So PSG LGD do get a trade for that.
But the fact of the matter is, it's only really the troll that's far ahead at this point. The rest of the game is very much in range for LGD. As PL, Ame,
Pick off.
gonna find Mirror Bot together with Y.
He tries to get past through the trees, but unfortunately, Treant Protector can follow him anywhere the Mirror tries to run. Toronto Tokyo swap back in. This is another big kill. Collapse. He's going to be here too late. Toronto Tokyo's already dead. They've got the Rupture onto Clinks, the Rod of Atos to stop the TP away, but he's tanky. They need more damage, and that's why Yutaro's here. He's trying to catch up, but he may not get there fast enough. Good block off by Jin Q. It does leave Faith Beyond on the wrong side of the Fissure, but the important hero was saved.
I guess good is subjective. All right.
BKB soon for Toronto Tokyo, so maybe his game will be made a little bit better. That ward placed down gives an opportunity to get initiation, but counter. Team Spirit managed to get the jump first as a quick counter on Treant Protector. Makes it so the Overgrowth now is potentially going to be used. It's going to catch up to both Mira and Collapse. Collapse going to throw out the Blood right where he can. They can turn around on Treant Protector, but Jin-Q with a big echo is going to be able to finish off that fight with 2 and 3rd kill, actually.
This item is so good on Shaker.
And gave themselves a very competitive mid-game where now we'll just see teams evenly matched up clash against each other in a team fight. Xiao 8 setting up right now, gets the Gleipnir. Initiation onto Mir with a 2-man Fissure as well. The 2 supports may just start off this fight with no spells cast, but Poshka casts one of them, but it misses, and he instantly dies after that. Xiao 8 scouting, routing and scouting him, finds a big opening.
If Venge doesn't get broken, she is so powerful in a situation like this. You Wave of Terror, you swap in anyone you want, you start killing them with your team, you get killed, whatever. Second round of spells, swap the next guy, you know, and the damage mitigation.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for it. That's the stun.
Gonna be able to lock down. Venge, Bushwhack to follow up. They do have Mira landing that one, but they don't quite have the burst damage. It's not quite good enough. The flame break is taken away, but now the break is gone, and Faith Beyond could die and be perfectly fine. He's going to swap Y down at the low ground. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, well.
Oh!
Guess I'll just burn to death then.
Flame
he's
break
still in the
is
fight.
Too much for him.
He still has his full presence with his spells here, and the aura. Toronto Tokyo could find a pick here.
Yeah, if he gets the right kind of pickoff, if he grabs the Clinks or something, it would be massive. But Collapse, he's the one who gets initiated first, bursted down before they could do anything in response. The illusions continue to just poke away at Team Spirit. Ame is being a nuisance with this shard pickup.
And that's really something about this LGD lineup that's beautiful. The reach, right? You have the swap, the Vent, Wave of Terror, Fissure, Barrage, Nature's Grasp, everything. Spirit lands. All 5 heroes can hit from like a
fresh
thousand
Faith
range.
Beyond who just came back into it.
Well, are
he
they gonna
stuck
break
his
him?
Spirit in the front as he was reviving. They're not going to break him, but they can maybe kill the Spirit twice as it's so far forward. Jin-Q, though, looking for the opening. Yutaro, they find it, bursting him down. Not quite fast enough. The BKB going down. He pops the ultimate, but he is being a little bit kited around. He's going to get Jin-Q first. Heals up almost a full. Xiao 8 and the rest of PSG LGD waiting in the winds, waiting for the opportunity to be able to jump back in, but they choose not to after double buybacks from Team Spirit.
It is not getting easier than this. Except 10 minutes ago. Then it was easier than this. But that's past tense, and you gotta look at the future here.
If they can find the real PL with a Rupture, that would be a good start. Going to be caught inside the silence with the flame break as well. Really good. He's going to be swapped back. And with that damage reduction, again, not too bad. There's a regen right next to him, too. The break, it hits. Can they follow it up? They need a little bit more. The Finger of Death isn't good enough either. He gets away from it all thanks to the Essence Ring. Miposhka's going to die for daring to try and bring down the Great Ame and PSG LGD right into the pit.
They are in major trouble. Ame surviving there is huge. He gets full healed with the heart, has an Aegis, almost has the Aether Lens now. It's a great shard still. It got nerfed. You remember the old one? It was pretty damn broken. And got nerfed to half on the Aftershock, but you still have that 2-second CDR on Fissure, and even half effect is still pretty damn good. Y is probably dead here. If they... No lasso. He still did. Swap,
They're gonna swap him back, maybe.
He's flame broken forever. He's gonna die, right? Surely.
Yeah, the damage reduction is going to wear out, and
No.
tick,
No, he's
tick,
fine.
tick. Nope, not
right.
good enough. Sticky Napalm wore out. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they're trying to go for the kill on Ame, which would be a pretty big one if they can get it and get out, but it's an Aegis. They cannot overcommit for this one.
Xinqiu's waiting
They
for
can
Echo
stay.
here.
Yeah, Xinqiu, he's ready to go in. If they could burst down this troll, it'd be massive, but he gets on the BKB, stays on top of the Phantom Lancer, and once he's locked down, he's not getting away from this troll. Meanwhile, they do manage to get the lasso on Xinqiu as well, a +1 for this team fight.
Great
for
stuff
Team
from
Spirit.
That's huge.
Yeah.
They didn't use the Aegis for anything. And Venge not being there is really the key to difference maker. A swap there, 100% PL stays alive, even on the first life. But they took advantage of that. And they even find him mid. They're just going to keep rolling. Hex the illusion. Try to kill it off.
Maybe they try and catch up to it. Xiao Wei does manage to kill the support, but Toronto Tokyo is going to be able to get on top of him. No lasso, but he can start doing some damage. And that leaves Yutaro enough time to be able to get on top of the Clinks and kill him himself. The arrows, though! He lives ever so barely.
That's the primary
Toronto
difference
Tokyo.
between us. Smoke?
He pushes out the top lane so he can join his team for this smoke at the bottom lane. He doesn't have Firefly, but he can still make good on an initiation as they're going to find Faith Beyond. Probably not the target they immediately wanted, but if they get the break, swap it around, does manage to swap to his own illusion.
Oh,
still
break.
hit by the break,
he still gets the
popped,
illusion.
and the break hits it. It doesn't actually work.
What?
It used to work.
Oh.
I swear to God it worked.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right, because I remember this as well when being broken by Venge, you don't... Okay, that's a dead collapse. That is so important for the game, actually, that they can't break this out. I'm so sure you're right on this, Cap. All right, that means that a play we've been theory crafting for Team Spirit all game doesn't even exist. And maybe they knew it. So then they didn't go for it.
Yeah, maybe that's why Gabe says 81%, but they're going to try and hold out from this poke at a high ground. Ame's not even committing too much.
Swap,
as they
it's a
are going to be able to
fissure.
get a swap back from the illusion. Toronto Tokyo unable to get off his BKB in time. They do manage to land a good damage onto Ame with a troll coming in from behind, but unfortunately Yule Scepter stalled that up. He'll get the kill onto Xinqiu most likely, but not much more than that it seems. Oh, Faith Beyond revives into his spirit. Yutaro, unsure if he really wants to commit to this. I'm going to say it's probably not a good idea to collapse, try to help him out, but a swap back in. Just beautiful combos from Faith Beyond. They kill him once, but can they kill him twice? They're going to lasso the illusion. They're saying Faith Beyond, he's too good. We got to stop him. We got to kill him twice to put an end to this madman's reign. Toronto Tokyo getting in, but Xiao Wei immediately pushes them out. Goes for the Gleipnir, but Yutaro actually quickly dispels that one on himself. Doesn't actually have the detection, though, to be able to stay on top of his Clinks. They needed that to be able to kill him, but unfortunately he gets away, and now Xiao Wei's going to help Ame deal with Yutaro, burned out of mana, unable to run away fast enough as the last arrow's just enough.
Literally the last arrow from that shard from Skeleton Walk gets the kill. Massive structural damage being done here by LGD. One lane of barracks claimed here for sure. Faith Beyond looking for more.
Trying to get the swap on Amira, who's just trying to slow things down. He knows they're not going to be able to defend this lane of barracks, but...
Smoked up. It's go time. There's no Aegis in play right now, but they don't really need it. They could have waited, though. He will respawn in actually 40 seconds, and LGD do have control of the area. They're going to maybe find a swap.
Oh, he managed to kill the ward, so this...
There it is.
Team Spirit, they wanted to be able to fight around this one. They're going to be able to swap back the Lotus Orb, see if they can keep Toronto Tokyo alive with the BKB, and it does. So barely. They managed to kill the Vengeful Spirit, but of course the illusion is still strong, and it's going to be able to kill Maposhka and look for another swap potentially. Does manage to get the Bushwhack to stall it up, but on the other side, Xinqiu blocks him out with a Fissure, and now they get the swap on Amira. The two supports are dead with no buyback.
LGD's lineup is just so strong at this point in the game. I reckon you're going to give the shard to... Is it actually only Shaker missing? Venge, maybe?
No, Venge and Tree are the only
The
only
one on
two
Venge
missing
is
it.
actually pretty nice.
Another assault on the base from PSG LGD. Not really giving Team Spirit too many moments to breathe as they've got this Aegis and want to make good use of it. Swap back on a collapse once again. Anybody good swaps is just immediately dead. There's no way to be able to bail that out. They can only hope with a Lotus Orb to be able to stop it. Yutaro is going to be able to get on top with the Batrider coming in from behind. They're going to blow up the Vengeful Spirit, but he swaps, still goes down. They're trying to save Xiao Wei. He managed to eat another skeleton. It's keeping himself alive a little bit longer, but eventually dies. Shin Q, though, does enough damage to win this fight. As Yutaro is going to fall immediately afterwards, and with 2 dead for over a minute, well over, they're going to go ahead and call it on Team Spirit's LGD in the best way possible. Take this game 3, a rough start for them.
This lineup from LGD, imagine a world where they don't lose their lanes with this strategy, just how potent it is. They're onto something with this Corvenge.